So we were looking at some of the political art in Belfast. We go through the city centre streets to look at the conflict, the trouble. We look at specific incidents and people involved, human stories, and the legacy process and how ultimately did we get to Good Friday Agreement of 1998. Thousands of people come here on a daily basis, not just to hear about Van Morrison or the Titanic or George Best, to hear about our difficult past. Murals still are relevant in this society. They're message bearers and they are barometers of mood and discussion.
Our tour looks at street art in a different context from the traditional binary norms that we have here. The scene in Belfast over the last 10 years has changed a lot. I think what you try to do with street art is bring forth other narratives which don't get as much recognition. Everything in this country is binary, the education, the housing. We still talk about 50-50 recruitment, as if nobody else exists. So it can be a very difficult place to live if you sit outside that. Street art or any other artistic work is about making space and place and community for people to coexist.
Stylistically, I blend photorealism with abstraction. I would have pieces around Belfast, most notably outside the Sunflower. It's ingrained in people's identity here to have art on walls. The political murals, I think they will remain largely. People are very closely aligned with what those murals are about still. But I see contemporary street art playing an important role in reshaping the city as a cultural space.
Before my visit here to Belfast, I knew very small about your history, but I have a small walk around the city and I was deeply amazed and impressed by the murals on the walls. It feels like there is a big pain in this city. And now in Ukraine we are also in the middle of the pain, I guess. So for me it's a way to find the path out of this pain.
So I see street art as a way of testimony, to be honest, as a way to render a difficult experience into particular ways of speaking. It's just a matter of calibrating your sight to the stories being told on the street and on the city as a big canvas in which you can paint.